Hi there! Welcome to Craft with Kathie. And now I'm going to get started with Club Couture for March. And it is called Bunnies and Company. It is absolutely adorable. It comes with 3 individual ink packets because this project is going to be on fabric, so we're using ink. On this 12 by 18 inch drawstring bag, which I've already inserted my ink mat inside and smoothed it down. If you don't have an ink mat, you could use a piece of smooth cardboard. You just want something to act as a barrier so that the ink doesn't go through the one side and end up on the other. Same thing for like doing t-shirts or things like that. And this is the adorable Bunnies and Company transfer or stencil. Isn't this sweet? Nice decorative frame, a beautiful little rabbit, and then wording at the bottom. So I'm just going to apply this, take it out of the wrapper and apply it to my drawstring bag. It is adhesive backed, made out of vinyl and silkscreen. The white is the silkscreen that gives us the beautiful detail that it has. Take this transfer or stencil off of its backer sheet. It's reusable, so I want to hang on to that backer sheet because I am definitely going to use the heck out of this. And then I'm going to lay it down. Now I know I've got my mat, which is also adhesive backed, centered in here, so I could eyeball it. But I just want to make sure that the mat, that the stencil transfer is actually on the ink mat. And I could see it a little bit right here. Smooth it down to make sure there aren't any air bubbles because you want your chalk the ink to go through the silkscreen nice and smoothly. And that's pretty much it to get started. The colors of ink included are an ocean mist that I'm going to use for the wording at the bottom, a nice off-white called Vanilla that I'm going to use for the frame, and then Storm for this beautiful little bunny. And I think I'm going to start with the wording at the bottom, and I'm going to show you how to use the individual packets. I squeeze the material, either ink or paste, up from the bottom because I'm going to cut open the bottom, not the top, if that makes any sense. And there's a method to my madness here, and I'll explain it in a minute. So I just squeeze it down a little bit. You could actually even use your little squeegee to scooch it down. And then I'm going to cut off the end, of the packet. You could put it in a little color tray or something that you have that is not made of wood, but I'm going to actually just squeeze some out onto my surface here. A little bit goes a long way. Now remember, we're using ink, so I want to make sure that I never get the ink on my fingers because I don't want to accidentally smudge it on my surface. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. If you are a little nervous about the ink or not staying on the transfer and accidentally going off onto your material, you could actually use our placement tape to protect and avoid that issue. So I'm just going to apply the ink, keep smoothing it over with my squeegee, being careful not to go off the bottom of the stencil. If you're concerned about being too close to the actual edge of the fabric, you could add a strip of our placement tape at the bottom so it'll protect you from actually bumping or accidentally getting ink where you don't want to. And I usually go over it twice when using ink, just kind of apply more and go over it again so that I give the fabric a little bit of time to absorb the ink. And then smooth it out and remove any excess, just like with chalk. Now I want to lift it up and check to make sure that I have good coverage. I'm keeping most of the stencil still adhered to the surface, but just lifting up the stencil over the area that I've inked to make sure that I've got good coverage. And I missed a little bit on the edge there, just fixed it. Now I want to show you how to take care of your ink or your paste packets. When you're done using them, you want to squeeze the ink or paste back towards the opposite side that you cut and then roll the top part, or wherever you've cut, I opened up the bottom, roll it down, and then secure it up at the top so that you could use the remaining paste or ink for the next project. Why waste it, right? Here I'm using some washi tape or some of our placement tape to just close it, but you could use a paper clip or some other type of clip just to you want to keep it nice, securely closed so it doesn't dry out. Now I'm just going to apply my ivory ink for the border, and I'm following the same routine as far as opening up the packet, and I'm going to save it in the same manner. So I'm going to apply it and then use my squeegee to cover the silk screen for the border, making care to not go off the edge. Club Couture is a wonderful way to try chalking or inking. Give yourself the gift of an hour or so of creativity every month. It's easy. It comes directly to your door. We pay the shipping. You get a surface, an 8.5 by 11 inch stencil, 2 or 3 packets of paste or ink depending upon the project and what the surface is, full instructions, a link to a video, and you could create over and over again using the same stencil. It's a great way to have some fun. $21.99 in the US, $27.99 in Canada. Many of our stencils are distressed, so if you make a little oops, you could either cover it up with a flower or something else, or if it's a distressed stencil, it's doubtful that anyone would even notice it, which is kind of the beauty of it. If you can butter toast, you can chalk. I know I say that over and over again, but it really is as easy as it looks. Both our chalk paste and our ink are water soluble, so cleanup is easy. Same with cleaning the transfers. There's not a whole lot of work behind it. Easy to do and reusable. I have so many ideas for how this stencil can be used. It is obviously perfect for spring, perfect for Easter. I think it would look great on a pillowcase. What do you think? And if you'd like to give an Easter gift to someone that might be a little bit too old for a basket, think of using this as a container to put your gift in. Maybe a nice sweater or a t-shirt or a hoodie or something, and just insert it in this bag. Wouldn't that be nice for a good way to wrap it up? Or maybe ink this on a tarp or a piece of canvas and create a wall hanging. How would you use this stencil? Just making sure I have all the white on there, and now I'm on to using the storm on this cute little bunny. Kind of a simple project. A quick project, an easy project, right? The other day was the first anniversary of our Perks membership. Our Perks membership is a program for our frequent customers. It costs $20 a month, and for that $20, you receive 30% off all purchases except our Dixie Belle line. And you get an immediate $20 credit. How cool is that? And as a way of celebrating our 1-year anniversary, anybody who signs up for Perks during the month of March will, in April, have their monthly fee waived, and they will still get a $20 product credit. So you're getting $20 for nothing. How cool is that? It really is a great program, and there is no term commitment. So try it out. See if you like it. I'm sure you will. If you'd like more information about Perks, just comment Perks and I will get that information to you, and I'll also be posting a link at the end of this video. Just about done with the bunny. I apologize. I realized after this was done that I was casting a shadow on my surface, so you really can't see the wording. Isn't he the most adorable little bunny? Thank you so much for watching. I surely appreciate it. I'll see you soon.